And I don't know if you want to go into the Don Toliver release, and I can go into Yeat after.
Nah, bro. We do whatever we want around here. But if you say that, let me give the people
Big
the facts.
features on that ting.
Yes.
Big ting.
Yes. So Don Toliver dropped the project. It was called Lovesick. On Apple Music, this says that it's a hip hop and rap album.
I disagree.
I disagree. I believe it is strongly R&B, and y'all niggas is playing with numbers. Anywho, I added what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks to my R&B playlist directly. For Me with Kali Uchis. Everybody likes Kali Uchis.
And they're dating.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
I had no clue.
But they're dating. They're a power couple. I don't know if they're a real couple. I'm not going to say they're a fake one.
It's called For Me, that track. And that is a sample. Shout out to Beanie Man and Maya from back in the day. The Gal Dem Sugar is the name. And it's a direct sample. And I love that song. I love Go Down featuring Tisha Korean. I don't even know who that is, but it was fire.
I've heard of Tisha Korean, yeah.
It was fire.
I think it's a male.
Yeah?
I believe it's a male artist, yeah. I was confused by that.
It sounded like it was at the ending. It was like a little part, but it sounded wavy though.
Yeah, no, it was a good song. That was a great song.
Slow Motion featuring WizKid. He had to repay WizKid. WizKid had to repay him for special on WizKid's latest album. And I like that was Slow Motion. And
was there one Go Down like that? I wrote that down. That's like one of my standout ones.
If I Had featuring Charlie Wilson. I don't know who that is.
Charlie Wilson?
Who is that?
He's like an old school fucking nice singing motherfucker. You didn't see his singing on that song?
Wait.
He was on
I liked it.
Kanye's album before. That's where you might know him.
Really?
I forget which album it was. I think it was With Nobody to Love.
Oh, that's him.
I think that was him. I think that was Charlie Wilson.
The thing is, they don't put those people. They don't put those people's names in the public like that. You feel me? So so I know the voice, but I just don't know what the name is. But
yeah, that's a big feature for him, though.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Was Travis on the album too? No.
Yeah,
right?
no, he was. And
I don't remember. I don't think Travis has been on that great a run with the features so far. But
another standout track was Bus Stop featuring Brent Faiyaz.
That was a big
Jersey
one.
Club Sound on Don Toliver vocals.
The women love Brent Faiyaz and they love that song. They love that song.
So those got added to the playlist. And Don Toliver is, I've said it before. I said it to Freezy a couple years ago that Don Toliver was, as soon as Don Toliver came out, I said Don Toliver is gonna be one of those artists that
you were big on him early.
The people's gonna know. And shout out Dom too. Dom knew about that.
I think the Donnie Womack out. You loved it when you put out the Donnie Womack mixtape and all that stuff too.
The first origin.
This guy was big on him, on Don Toliver, and I followed him right there because I like to see it.
Since then, the music that he's putting out, he's pushing the R&B because he knows that's what's gonna drive the people is the R&B.
There's something very musical about his albums too. His music, just in general, he does great layering, doubling of his vocals. The melodies are always crisp and nice, and it has the best mixing. And he does good, man. He takes his time with his shit. You could tell, and it comes out great. He's definitely very hands on, I think.
Yep, it sounds amazing. And
he did an interview with Joe. He did an interview with Joe that came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a good interview. That's when he announced the bonus edition with the extra tracks.
That shit, but to me, I love that content, but that shit just seemed like mad PR. Mad, like he was sitting like he even got space to move on the couch if he wants to stretch his arms.
He barely even giving it up too. That's the thing. He's not even giving it up.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I didn't even peep that too much because I was just like, bro, it's not no rawness to that. It just sounds like he's there to promote the album. like the new Hot 97 is the podcast space.
After the album release, I think Travis did an interview and he talked about dropping Utopia soon. And he mentioned that he was going to wait to drop Utopia until all of his artists dropped on Cactus Jack, the label, I believe is the name.
And Don Toliver signed to
Don
Travis.
Toliver's out the way now.
Okay. Who else is next?
Sheck West is left. Where's Smoke Perp? I don't think Smoke Perp is on that label anymore. He signed Sofago a while ago. I think I seen Sofago got removed from the label website.
Really?
Sofago had a lot of promise coming on. A lot of people had big hopes on his potential.
You was fucking with him, OD.
He was not really. He's kind of really newer. I never really liked his music that much. I was always more of a Yeat guy. Shout out Cranky Crank. And yeah, I don't know, man. You should stop signing to these rappers. It's never good. But it's worked out for Don Toliver for sure. And I'm sure Don Toliver has a great deal now. He had to renegotiate. And Sheck West, honestly, Sheck West has had a couple of songs that have been going recently. I know nothing's gonna match up to Mo Bamba because when you come out with a song like that straight off rip,
primetime high school days,
it's nothing can go well from that. Let's be honest. Let's be real. It's not gonna create a career with longevity. But he has rebounded and come back from that. Made a little comeback.
That was, what was that? Mud
Boy. Yeah, Mud Boy. That's a crazy album.
The album came out when we was in high school. Everybody at the parties was listening to Sheck West. Everybody was bumping Sheck West.
Honestly, I could see Sheck West
and he took a seat
on Yeat. I could see Sheck West influence on Yeat.
Yo,
you sign away to Travis, you gotta take a seat.
He took a seat for 3 years now. I mean, not really. He's been dropping singles here and there, but since high school,
Bill Clinton, I remember.
They shelved him since high school.
It's crazy. But yeah, pretty much been shelved. I mean, Travis kind of did I don't know if you remember what Drake did with McConan. And he's like, yo, I like that song, man. Let me get on it. So he grabs it, puts it on Astro World. And then we move on, you know? But I mean, it seems like he fucks with him because he was on the Jack Boys album. I don't know if there was a second one with Pop on it too. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was.
Let's hope Sheck West will drop an album because then Travis Scott will too. But also, I do want to see what the Mud Boy himself has come up with because he has made great turn-up music. It's just it might be too little, too late. You know,
he still has time. He's still young.
You say that, but I feel like the cycles and the mind of the peoples
is going away.
We go quick.
Yeah,
the audience goes quick. So you get your foot off the pedal a little bit, you slow down a little bit, and then motherfuckers is passing you right away. Don Toliver pulling off right away.
Yeah, but
this was a NASCAR race. He's a couple laps ahead of you.
But
you know
they
what I mean?
are two different. They are two different artists, but in popularity, they can be compared. And
because they started off at a similar spot.
It was at a similar time. For real.
So yeah, I mean, we got to see what happens with that. So Fago, where the fuck are you? What happened? I don't know. I don't want to see you crying on social media anymore. That leads me to a little bit. I'm gonna take a little detour. The PluggnB artists have been going. I don't know. You know PluggnB? Are you familiar with PluggnB?
No. What is that?
It's like they call it quote unquote underground. It's not really underground because everybody and their mama listens to it. Anybody. Yeat is part of that kind of. I mean, he's not really PluggnB, but he comes from that underground style. Some of them PluggnB motherfuckers include Autumn, Summers, So Fago, and they have not been doing well when it comes to singles. When it comes time to sell an album, and they just get online and they start bitching about it. And you know, it's a problem because a lot of these guys they sign deals really early on. They got a little bit of buzz and they signed away quickly.
Yeah.
Because I think also partly because with the style like the PluggnB, it was heavily reliant on samples. And these producers, you know, you don't have the strength to pull off that clearance without a label push. So these guys have been coming and going, and not a lot of them are here to stay. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. The style is great. It's kind of influenced from the Jersey Club. I think it also has influenced the Jersey Club uproar that has been going on a little bit. You see Uzi has all his songs are the TikTok Jersey Club mixes now.
Yeah.
Uzi drops the Drop This or Watch This remix.
Yeah.
That was a leak originally that someone on TikTok remixed. And then they were like, oh, this is doing numbers. Let's repackage it and put it out.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, people are following this formula type music.
Power of TikTok. And
it just goes to show.
In the music industry.
It goes to show. I want to keep it on music. I promise the Yeat breakdown. It's been a while, but I still been listening to it.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. That's my Twizzy, as he would say. He had great songs on there. He had a NBA Youngboy feature on Schmunk, which was fucking crazy. Youngboy's going crazy for Yeat. I never expected that collab to really be that big. They kind of coexisting really.
I don't really listen to it, Yeat, but.
You wouldn't expect a young boy like cosign for him, you know what I mean? And he does this. I think he sold around 40 to 50,000 first week or something like that.
What's the name of the project?
It's called Afterlyfe.
Okay.
Also, I have my personal theories.
Yeah, it came out a minute ago, right?
Yeah. I have my personal theories that Yeat has sold his soul already. Because all he talks about is afterlife. These demons is coming for me. My soul this, my soul that. Hey, brother. You got to do what you got to do, but the music is pretty good.
It?
The music is pretty good.
You are entertained?
I am entertained. Yeah, Uzi, you remember Uzi when he played the EXO Tour Life? You remember? if any of you listen to this song, when the rapture happens, you are not going into heaven with me. And it was like, yo. They didn't even go crazy. They were like, yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what he's saying.
They don't go fuck. The rapture started and we did not float up. So, you know, he is I think he's a big hitter now. Because I think he still has remained independent. A big song from that album that I liked a lot was How It Go. Obviously, Schmunk. And, you know, it's kind of funny because he didn't have any features, I think, besides that Young Boy feature. But he did have people on the album featured Lil Geeky.
Who's that?
And Cranky.
Cranky.
And that's him. That's him. He just like, you know how when artists change their voice, they kind of change their persona?
Like Brent Fires and Sonder.
Yeah, exactly. He had Lil Geeky and Cranky on the album, and they went fucking stupid.
Names.
They went stupid.
Crazy name.
So shout out to Twizzy. Shout out Big Tonka. Because he went hard, and he's on tour right now. He's going crazy.
Are you speaking, bro?
He's going crazy. I'm speaking Yeat.
But I have seen him on his live shows. His concerts seem like they doing all right. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
He's getting money, and he's a fresh artist, you know? And he's still fully independent. He said no to the XXL freshman list. Shout out to that.
Mm-hmm.
Big ups to that. Because that really showed me you don't need no cosign. You're going to get it by yourself.
Yep.
And I fuck with that. I
Out
respect that. And for that, I'll always respect you, Big Tonka. So
Big Tonka.
Enjoy your tour. Enjoy.
I'm dying. I'm joking.
Enjoy the fame, enjoy the spotlight for right now. And I know next time you come back, because he works fast. He actually mixes and masters all his albums. He's been doing that for a while. He's been a recording engineer, and I was a recording engineer.
I remember you saying that before.
Shout out Yeat, man. Shout out Yeat. Keep going, keep it moving. He's gonna make his money. He's gonna do his thing. And I think he might have sold more than Don Toliver first week too.
I think so. I think I seen that
Don
too.
Toliver's a big label artist, got a big label push behind him, and he's like, fuck that, I could go get it on my own.
The fans
that's what it is.
It's crowding authentically.
That mosh culture, they the real underground. Honestly, they're the real underground. They know how to break an artist quick, and they support them quick once they start rolling.
That's the key of building a fan base. That's why you build a strong fan base to where people still going out to see you, bro. That's how you know you popping, is if you can fill the seats, bro.
Yeah. And he did a cool thing too. I remember when he first came out, Rolling Loud wanted him to be on one of their like stages at their festival, and he said no. He rejected XXL and Rolling Loud.
That takes balls.
It takes big balls, big tonkas.
Yeah,
and
this nigga, it's wild.
And you know, he said, I can put on my own tour, make my own money. I think he was probably doing it by, because, you know, when you do a Rolling Loud, they're going to give you a bunch of money up front, and you're not going to get none of the concessions, none of the tickets, none of that. You know what I mean? It's just a big upfront fee. So he was like, fuck it, I'll go show by show, make my own dealings, and make the most money I can. You know what I mean? By myself on his own. Probably got a good team around him, and he did it. And he went forward, and he did it, and he pulled through. So, again, it just speaks to that independent grind right there. Yep. So we always got to shout out the independent artists who are grinding and moving and working.
Yep.